Hey, good morning, everyone. Alec Purvis here is your candidate for Ward 2 here in Guelph, Ontario. I'm downtown Guelph right now, as you can see in the background. It's roughly about 3 o'clock in the morning, but I wanted to come on and just basically do a couple of real quick videos talking about as far as a lot of the issues that I'm hearing when I'm talking to a lot of people, especially in particular about as far as the issues downtown. First of all, is that I think everyone acknowledges the fact that the open drug use that's happening right now is completely unacceptable. We need to clamp down on that. If we had people walking around with open bottles of alcohol, they would be charged in a heartbeat. Is, disorderly conduct and public intoxication, blah, 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 blah. If we had people that were smoking inside restaurants or basically, within 10 feet of a doorway of a business or anything like that, they'd be charged. Yet when it comes to open drug use, we seem to we're handicapped for some reasons. That needs to change. Second thing is, as far as when it comes as far as a lot of people that are addicted to these drugs, whether it be crank, whether it be crack, whether it be fentanyl, whatever it is that they need the support that they need, but at the same time, we need to be setting up some boundaries for them. Is that they know what the consequences are, because right now it's basically like the Wild West down here. You can go almost anywhere on an evening and find broken crack pipes, find needles, everything else. We can't allow that to continue to happen. Third is the fact that we need to acknowledge the fact that the people that are still in the downtown core that have the drug addictions is the amount of not only financially as far as policing and the medical costs when they end up having to go up to the hospital, everything else is it's getting out of control. It's costing taxpayers way too much money, and more importantly the fact that it is costing lives. Over the last 5 years is we've had over 120 deaths to overdoses just in Guelph alone. 120 deaths. The amount of lives that have been lost overdose is it's unacceptable. Nobody wants to talk about this, but I am, because it is a real concern and something has to be done. The status quo is not acceptable. You'll have candidates that will come on social media and say, yeah, we need to make our streets safer, but I'm not hearing any solutions. I'm offering concrete solutions what should be done. First of all, open drug use needs to stop. Will it bog down their court system in the short term? Yes, but eventually people will get the message. Is like it is not tolerated, especially the broken crack pipes everywhere and the needles everywhere. Whether it's needles in playgrounds, whether it's left on park benches, whether it's left on windowsills of stores, it's unacceptable. You are not only putting yourself at risk, you are putting a lot of other people at risk as well, and that's no longer acceptable. Secondly, as far as when it comes to as far as just the whole scene, like there's so much spin-off from the drug culture. You have your porch pirates out in the ward or up in the Waverly area or over in Exhibition Park or different parts of the ward of Ward 2 and even the boundary on the Ward 3. You have all these porch pirates. The majority of them are drug addicts. They're people that are just looking for an easy score so that they can sell stuff so that they can get their next hit. Is that we need to clamp down on that. And this is not a slight against the police. Their hands are tied because they know even charging with those kind of misdemeanors or minimal crime kind of things is that nothing's going to happen within the court system. This goes beyond the municipality. This goes all the way up the chain as far as the court system. We need to change things in order to get things under control. The status quo is not working. We've seen that. It just creates more death, more heartache, more theft, more possibility of people being put at risk, and it's just not acceptable. And I just want a little bit of a rant here, but yeah, we need to clean everything up. But it starts. I would love to have it start at the top. But that's never going to happen. We have to start changing people's behavior. and people being accountable for their actions. Whether they're high or not, I don't care. People need to be held accountable for their actions, and we need to be setting up concrete boundaries for people to be able to work within. It's like the rest of society. I'm doing 200 in downtown Guelph. Am I probably going to jail for that? Is my car being impounded? This is no different. People are racing with their lives and they're putting everybody at risk. Again, my name is Alec Purvis and I'm running for Ward 2 here, downtown Guelph, Ontario.